today on 15 on 15.
Aruba gets a special mention during the Caribbean Central American Energy Summit. Plus, Avianca together with ATA offer attractive prices to Latin American countries. And final exams at local high school Colegio Urbano have arrived.
Thank you for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Let's get started with our latest local news topics. Earlier this month, Aruba was invited to the U.S. Caribbean Central American Energy Summit. During this event, our Prime Minister Mike Amon got the opportunity to share Aruba's vision for a sustainable future with delegates from around the world. Towards the end of the event, it became clear that Aruba's role at this conference impacted leaders from around the globe who recognized and even complimented the island for these efforts. Check it out.
Prime Minister Eamon is perhaps one of my favorite prime ministers on the energy front because he is taking on, making hundreds of millions of dollars in investments in the country to promote solar. And they're now at 30% use of renewables in their country, and that's amazing, but it's not easy to do. And he needs to attract private investment. He needs to actually cut red tape, and he needs to do a good job at coordinating with donors, and he's doing it.
The good story is that there's lots of great stories. There's lots of great success stories. Juan briefly mentioned Aruba, but the fact that Aruba is moving on track to become, I think it's 100% renewable, is the target the Prime Minister has put in place. Basically, I think their goal is meeting all of their energy needs exclusively through renewable energy. So Aruba in particular is a great story of an island who's going to try to make that happen, figure out how to do it fully on homegrown energy resources. And that's why Aruba has been a great example and a model for how other countries can do it. And now take the Caribbean experience to the Pacific Islands. And what model does this region set for the Pacific Islands and other types of SIDS?
If you look at Aruba and the commitment to go into total renewables by 2020, that's a great, not only a goal, but actually to have a plan to get there. That's, around the world post-Paris, we got a lot of goals. We don't have as many plans of how do you get from point A to point B. And Aruba actually put together a blueprint, and I saw the Prime Minister yesterday, and his real commitment.
Moving forward, this week, Maastricht University in the Netherlands announced that they have partnered with the University of Aruba to launch a double LLM program in the international and European tax law. This program, which will be offered entirely in English, is aimed at students and professionals who desire to gain an in-depth understanding of Caribbean, Latin American, and international European tax law issues. This week, the University of Aruba and Maastricht University signed an agreement to offer a double-degree master program in international and European tax laws as of September 2016. The program will be offered entirely in English. Together, the faculties of law of Maastricht and Aruba will offer a Master's of Law focusing on international tax law, which is aimed at students and professionals who desire to gain an in-depth understanding of Caribbean, Latin American, international, and European tax law issues. This new program is offered entirely in English, and as such, it aims to attract both local and well as international students and professionals. The program will also serve to address a local need to train more specialists in tax law in Aruba, while allowing the expansion of knowledge, expertise, and international contacts in the field. In a double degree program, students are awarded 2 degrees upon successful completion, one from each participating university. Double degree programs offer Aruba and the University of Aruba an innovative way to set up a new academic program with experienced and well-known institutions from abroad. The cooperation agreement with the Faculty of Law of Maastricht University signed is the first of its kind for the University of Aruba and thus another milestone in the university's existence. We'll be back with more 15 on 15 after a quick commercial break.
When we come back from the break, Avianca together with ATA promote Aruba as a tourism destination.
Thank you for staying with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. This week, the Colombian airline Avianca announced their latest campaign in partnership with the Aruba Tourism Authority. As of May 11th, Avianca will be adding 12,000 seats for routes around the South American region to Aruba. The Discover Aruba campaign, initiated by Avianca and the ATA, will be offering special packages from 39 of airline's South American destinations to our One Happy Island. For this promotion, Avianca is making 12,000 seats available on routes to Aruba. As of the beginning of 2016, Aruba has made it clear that they would like to diversify the tourism market. This became even more clear in February when the Colombian and Peruvian tourism visa was eliminated. Through this initiative, the ATA hopes to incentivize tourism from Latin America to Aruba. The special prices are as following. From Mexico City to Aruba, it will be $489. From Sao Paulo, Brazil to Aruba, it'll be $475. From 25 destinations within Colombia to Aruba will be $219. From 8 destinations within Peru to Aruba will be $429. From Quito, Ecuador to Aruba will be $389. From Santiago, Chile to Aruba will be $593. And from Buenos Aires, Argentina to Aruba will be $729. We'll be back with more English news right after a quick commercial break.
After the break, Colegio Urbano has high hopes for this year's graduates.
Thank you for staying with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. On Thursday morning, the senior students from the local high school Colegio Urbano took the first of their 6 to 8 final exams. Throughout the next couple of weeks, these youngsters will be working day and night to strive for that high school diploma. Public high schools on the island follow the Dutch educational system and therefore take the same final exams, which count for 50% of their final grade. And if that wasn't pressure enough, last year the school introduced new regulations to match to Dutch standards.
For HAVO-5, a lot of has changed. They have to score for their average grades for the final exam need to be 5.5, and also for the 3 subjects, Dutch, English, and mathematics, they can only have 1.5. So that is what have been changed.
In 2015, this high school experienced a significant drop in their percentage of graduates. However, Colegio Urbano believes there are many factors that led to the low results.
Well, last year it really dropped a lot, but every 5 to 10 years there is a year that is really really bad. I have to say, if you see all the figures of the last 20 years, it was like that, and a lot of people thought that had something to be done with the rules that were changing about the 5.5 average. But we investigated that it was not the case. It was only 4% less that would more that would have had their diploma. So that was not the only reason. There were more reasons, and for example, there were new exams for certain topics like economics. The Dutch exams last year were new in a new form, and there are very, very much other reasons also.
In the light of 2015's results, the institution introduced a new method of exam preparation.
These final exams were very well prepared. This year we came with another program. We came with an exam training that lasted a whole month, the month of April, and that was different compared to the other years in which we only had 1 week of preparation for the exam. This year it was a full month. So they were better prepared, we think. They all presented themselves every day. It was really great to see them every day, and they were working really hard.
And with high hopes for this year's students, Ms. Cameron assures her seniors that being calm is key.
You need to be calm. We always say if you prepare yourself and you have done enough, you cannot do more than what you did. And you have to stay calm, go to bed early, eat and drink well. And your last preparations is just have self-confidence, and you can do this, because if you came to that final class in HAVO-5 or VWO6, you can do this. We are sure of that.
As a former student of Colegio Urbano myself, I would like to wish the best of luck to the students in these stressful and rigorous days ahead. And before we leave, next we will be introducing a brand new segment on our show. Inspired by the James Corden Carpool Karaoke, 15 on 50 will be having its own Caribbean version of the show. Our honorary guest will be none other than Aruba's most successful duo, Jeon and Atanito. You can be sure that this skit will be full of laughs, music, and of course, the questions that you've been dying to ask. 15 on 15 correspondent Dorshan Salmon will be the host of the show. So without further ado, here is a sneak peek.
What day today? I'm good, man. Doing well. Nice one. Man, your song is making a hit. Yes, man. All over the place. Alright, man. What's going on, man? Alright, just listen to this song.
Ay, 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 nos tem dulce vida, nos tem cosa ni más bonita, los meses de abril, oh, panan, y babón a huepa sobo samayan. Ay, 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 nos tem dulce vida, nos tem...
Mala mucha i tame tribi, pravida asia me kumitingu gradisi, costan como asia mi no te arrepentí, mas sin forja malo, pe bon por existir.
Let me just ask you, Janiro, what were the bad things you did? You have various names, Jayon. You have Jayon, you started off with Biggie Boy, yes. Then it's now Jayon, and then I think you use Jonathan sometimes. Yes. So why the transition in names? Who sings the song? Oh, okay. Wow. What if Jayon signs an autograph with you right now? How would you feel? Good? Normal? Alright, I'm coming up.
Nos tiene cosa ni más bonita, los meses de abril, oh, banan, pasunete pongan tabay tempan. Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all of your latest news updates. Also, don't forget to tune back in Monday night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 TV. See ya then.